Title: The Diamond Dilemma. Steve had always been known as the dreamer in his small town, but today, he was about to turn that dream into reality. While digging in his backyard for a long-lost toy, his shovel struck something hard. Curious, he unearthed a cluster of glittering stones that sparkled like stars in the sunlight. His heart raced as he realized what they were: diamonds. But as the excitement faded, a harsh truth settled in: he didn't have the funds to properly invest in this unexpected treasure. With a determined glint in his eye, Steve knew he needed help. He called his best friend, Alex, who was practical and resourceful, the perfect partner for this venture. "Alex, you won't believe what I found. But I need your help to get a check from the bank to secure my fortune," Steve exclaimed, his voice trembling with excitement. Alex raised an eyebrow, intrigued but skeptical. "Diamonds? Are you sure they're real? And what do you mean you need a check?" Steve explained the situation, detailing his discovery and the urgent need for an investment to get the diamonds appraised and possibly sold. Alex, always one to support his friend, agreed to accompany him to the bank. "Let's go get that check, but first, we need to make sure those diamonds are the real deal," he said, a hint of caution in his tone. As they arrived at the bank, the fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, and the scent of polished wood filled the air. They approached the teller, and Steve's palms grew sweaty as he explained his extraordinary find. The teller, a middle-aged woman with a skeptical look, raised an eyebrow but agreed to let them meet with the bank manager. Moments later, they found themselves in the manager's office, a room adorned with certificates and awards. Steve laid out his plan, his heart pounding as he described the diamonds. But the manager, a shrewd man with a sharp suit, leaned back in his chair and scrutinized Steve. "Do you have any proof of ownership or an appraisal?" he asked, his voice steady. Steve felt his confidence waver. I don't have that yet, but I am certain they're valuable," he stammered. The manager sighed. "Without documentation, I can't authorize a check. You need to get those diamonds appraised first." Desperate, Steve turned to Alex, who had been quietly observing. "What do we do now?" he whispered. Alex thought for a moment. "We need to find a reputable jeweler who can appraise them quickly. If we can prove their value, we can come back here and get the check." With newfound determination, the duo raced to the nearest jewelry store. The jeweler, an elderly man with a magnifying glass hanging from his neck, examined the stones with a practiced eye. "These are indeed diamonds, my friends," he said, his voice filled with awe. "But you'll need to get them certified to maximize their value." With the jeweler's words echoing in their minds, Steve and Alex returned to the bank, armed with the appraisal report. The manager's demeanor shifted as he reviewed the document. "Well, gentlemen, it appears you've struck gold, or rather, diamonds. Let's discuss that check." As they walked out of the bank, check in hand, Steve couldn't help but feel a rush of exhilaration. He had taken a leap of faith, and with Alex by his side, they were one step closer to turning a backyard discovery into a life-changing fortune. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of an adventure that would test their friendship and lead them into the depths of the diamond trade, where danger and greed lurked just beyond the glittering surface.